Can you hear me? Testing. Yeah, all right. We're back in business. I'm gonna go ahead and see how the delay is here. So I'm going to commentate move for move what Plof is doing here. Okay, one moment. Let him do stuff. Okay, he is going to open the door. The super. He shot the super now. He's waiting. He rolled into a ball. He rolled into the door. Excuse me, she is running into the. Yeah, my bad. And she's dropping down, going to pick up a missile pack. How was that? About 4 to 5 seconds behind. Okay. I guess that's better than ahead. Okay, we could probably run with that. Okay, so terribly sorry about that. I've done multiple restreams for the tournament. We're talking close to 7 or 8, maybe more. And it's never been an issue. So I was kind of surprised to see that happen. I have to bring up our trackers. Gonna bring up our trackers now so I can continue on tracking for you guys. So here's the tracker. Boom. And Shala finds a missile pack in the basement. I'm not sure if our first runner there checked. I'm sure they did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Shala's going to be making their way out of the basement here as Plof makes their way up to criteria again. We'll see if they decide to go to wreck ship or not. Most likely with the use of their space jump. Doesn't appear that the trackers are being pulled from the SMRAT tracker key. Not sure if anyone is able to fix that, unless someone else is on tracking. It appears so. Oh, you fixed it? Let me clear inventories here. SMRAT. Huh. Alright, so Shala is going to make their way into... Ooh, and we have plasma for Shala. That's nice. Can take care of the side hoppers there, no problem. Okay, so Plof died here. Okay, that's unfortunate. Another power bomb pack. It's good to have at least 15. If you don't have ice, you don't have to worry about... you don't have to worry about the Metroids, which is super convenient. We even have bombs. Fortunately, the trackers aren't picking up. Wait, can someone? Would someone mind sending me the link that they are using for the trackers? I might be using a different link. Okay, yeah, looks like it's going to be changed here. So we're getting wreck ship play by Plof, and Shalash is going to go for the green gate glitch here. They do not have high jump boots, so they need to do the in the door setup. It looks like they got it. It's very nice. And they find the grapple beam. Shalash has seen this before their death. Okay, so both of our runners have taken a death, then it seems. Okay, so I do have the tracker now. Okay. So we have Morph Ball for both players. We have... wait. Is it picking up? Alright, so Plof is taking on Phantoon. As Shala is continuing clearing out Pink Brinstar. There we go. Now we're ready to go. So we have Plasma. Oof. Plof is really low health. Can only take, I believe, one body hit. The flames do 40. Yep, 40, and this could mean death. Oh, nicely done on getting some health there. Is definitely cutting it short here. Picks up some more health there and some more ammo. Back up to somewhat okay number of health. Ooh, that's definitely an enrage. Oh no. Oh no! And Plof goes down again. That's a tough fight. Definitely not easy with the amount of health that Plof had, as well as her ammo, and not having suits. Shalash is making their way up the climb. Excuse me, the red tower here. Might also make the same play. With a death early on, it might be making to look a play that can get them back into it. So I'm hoping one of our players... Does anyone have an idea what I might be missing for either player? I know Plof has at least the plasma beam. Don't see anything else. Oh, we have... yeah, I don't recall any other unique items either, so I think we're good. And again, my apologies for the stream issues before. I like I said before, I've done restream after restream, and it was never a problem. So maybe I can figure it out and be back in business. But for now, everything's fine, looking good. You're all here, and we're gonna have a good time. And so Plof is gonna go for a round 2 against Fantoon here. We'll want to probably enter the fight with a little bit more health. And they find, did they have Screw Attack before? I don't remember seeing Screw Attack. This is going to help the fight immensely. I'm curious why Plof decided to skip that their first time around. But that's definitely going to make the difference in the Fantoon fight. A lot of invincibility possibilities with Screw Attack. You can even enrage. In fact, you could enrage Fantoon all you wanted and just screw right through it. Had Plof, if Plof had the Screw Attack their first go around, I think she would have come out on top. So that's definitely a game changer. Yeah, Stratlog. Well, it's dead. But in this case, of course, if you don't want to sink a lot of time, you definitely don't want to be enraging. Looks like Plof was attempting to do some Dopplers. We'll see what they do this time again. And Shalashalska is going to continue making their way up to Kateria. We might see them also make their way into... Okay, so they're just going to enrage, and they have space jump, so it's even safer. It's not... It's a slow fight, but it's also a very safe fight if you're not comfortable with your Dopplers or dodging the flames or knowing when Fantoon's going to pop out at you and say hello. Alright, so Plof is still pretty low on health, but it looks like maybe if they do a missile super, they should be good. We'll see what happens. Shaw is saved the ship's going to head up to Gauntlet. Not sure if we got a Gauntlet check. You guys could probably refresh my memory on that. And that's it. That's it. Very nice fight from Plof. Gonna be moving on as Shala's going to take a look at Gauntlet item. And that's a Fantoon dead on Plof's side. Yeah, nice and safe. You know, coming in with two tanks and no suits. That is some very sketchy stuff, and we get a missile pack here for Shala. They might elect to pick that up, and they do. So we're gonna get our first look here at left side wreck ship and right side supers, and we get another missile pack. Not bad. Probably gonna pick that up. It's a good number to have, at least 15 regular missiles. It's a good number to stick with. Definitely, if I was Plof, I would probably do some forward-thinking farming here on the words are escaping me. I know atoms. What are they called? I can't remember the name. But these guys drop power bombs, atomics. Thank you. And wow, that is a Various suit for Shala. Just what they need. To oof. We're gonna miss the E-tank, but that's okay. Wait, did they? Doesn't. Wait. Interesting. It doesn't show them. Okay, now it. Okay, whoa. Did you guys see that? They weren't. It didn't show that they had the suit on until they left the room. That was kind of interesting. Yeah, that E-tank's gonna be left behind as Shala makes their way Maybe maybe they decide to go to wreck ship. That makes sense. I just never noticed it. I've played like I think I played like 50 to 60 SMRAT seeds and probably 200 to 300 more regular randos. I've just never noticed that. It's interesting. Probably because I'm not really paying attention. All right, moving into wreck ship E-tank and Criteria power bombs. And another super pack for Plof. Probably going to reset there. They did take the safety save, or rather the reset save. And going to continue on. I'm curious when Plof will decide to check to get their suit. It's possible that they might just skip it, not thinking. They only have 5, but they do have screw attack, which is actually rather nice. They're going to be able to go in there without having to expend any. Plof has bombs. Ooh, yes. No problem. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I missed a lot as I had to reset everything. Oh, I meant Shala. No problem. No problem. Bam. Bam. Done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else that you notice that's not there or right, just let me know. And I got you, fam. All right, we'll see what Shala's going to go do. Plof's going to check right side attic. I have a good feeling about this item. I think it's going to be gravity suit. I don't know why I think that particular item, but it seems reasonable. Grav is there a lot. And just a missile pack. So Plof's just gonna be like, no thank you, I'm out of here. All right. So, all things considered, Shala's not too far behind. Definitely has the advantage of the suit. It's going to be. Oh, it looks like. Okay, for some reason I thought Plof was using Spring Ball there. Definitely not using Spring Ball. I think the trackers are pretty up to date. We'll see what we got here. It is a reserve tank. Shala is going to pick up their screw attack. And a warm welcome to Stratlog, Smokey, Sankari, Solid Snake, Frey Guy, all you peoples, Mithra. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Welcome to Speedrunners Arena. This is our tournament we're running. This is a match 1, round 1 between Plof27 and Shalashalska. It's a tough name. Definitely excited to have you. And here we go. Shala is going to be taking on the Ghost. Let's take a look-see. Oh no. Oh no. This is what happens when you punish the best, excuse me, this is what happens when you disrespect the best item in the game. No, I'm just playing, but really though, like, that was like the, that was just like, no, I'm not going for Spring Ball, I don't need it. And then boom, soft lock, and then the Spring Ball literally could have helped you there. Oh, that's such a smack in the face. Oh man, I feel so bad for Plof, but I bet they pick it up now. Oh man, somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. That was oh, I can't right now. That's too funny because it was. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Plof. I hope you watch this back. She's probably gonna pick up Spring Ball now. or might just skip it. Is gonna skip it again. That's a okay. I mean, given her PBs, this is definitely an item I would not skip. Because they do not have bombs either. I think if you guys don't think that she doesn't have bombs either, I don't think she has bombs. But I do think that with the lack of power bombs, and because for example, she's now not going to be able to check the right side item. That could be serious. That could be a seriously important item, but we'll never know. Well, we'll know when Shalashalska. I'm just gonna start calling them Shala. When Shala goes and check that item, they're gonna be able to have. Oh. No, not Wreck Ship Reserve. The item before Wreck Ship Reserve. She's not going to be check it now. She's not going to be able to check it now because they don't have power bombs. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, here we go. Shala's going to be making their way up, already ticking down Phantom. Ooh, we got Speed Booster. Varia was in the back of Gauntlet. But that's a really nice find. Beats Booster. Also, I want to give a personal shout out to Mithramiz for immediately having our back, seeing that the stream went down, and within moments had the restream server up and running and was able to provide this matchup for you guys today. So everyone quickly post a heart and at Mithra right now. Do it. Heart Mithra. Because that was some quick thinking. Okay, so Shala is going to just continue on clearing out Wreck Ship here, as Plof is gonna reset because again they don't have power bombs to get out. Oh no. This Plof is just not having a good time. I think that puts them back in the Wreck Ship. It does. Oh boy. Actually, I will point out, this is something for all of you newer runners out there. You can shoot those blocks. If you get all the way up to the side and shoot, you can actually hit the blocks and morph ball through. But this is incredible because with these resets, it's just pushing Shala closer and closer and closer and closer. And with that Varia pickup, I believe we're pretty even right now. Because Plof still needs to make her way to Gauntlet to pick up Varia. So Shala only needs to check this one item here. I don't know if they saved. If they did, they could reset. And then honestly, I think this is super close. This is starting to get really exciting. We'll see if Plof decides to skip Spring Ball again. And they are. So here's the thing. I think, yeah, she's definitely trolling us now. Of course, runners are always free to do whatever makes them comfortable. Maybe runners aren't comfortable having Spring Ball or using Spring Ball in any way, or don't see a use for it, and that's okay. Runners are fair, have fair opportunity to their opinions, but it's always good to explain the importance of some items, and I think Spring Ball is one of those items that can definitely be on the list of some pretty important items, given its versatility in so many different areas. Spring Ball can be manipulated in the best ways possible. It's such a good item. And this is definitely a learning opportunity for sure. The good thing is that we know there's nothing under the ocean, so Plof's not going to need to go back there. But I'm curious where she decides to go after this. Will they check Gauntlet? It's most likely that they will, but you never know. Runners have decided to skip it before, and just as I say that, oh no. Okay, so everyone say good. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Everyone say bye-bye to Varia on Plof's side for now. But yeah, this could be very, 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 very critical for Shala here. Plof deciding to skip out on the back of Gauntlet here. We may never. We never may. Oh, let me backtrack here. Plof may never come back to the spot for quite a while. Although, thankfully, it's Varia. So unless they find gravity relatively soon, they're going to be pushed back there eventually. If they find gravity, that could really send Plof on a wild goose chase, especially having speed. They might elect to full clear Meridia. So this could have a lot of implications. We'll just have to wait and find out. Shaw is having a little bit of an issue getting up here. Hopefully they do the right thing. Oh, they pick it up anyways. Very well done, Shala. Spring ball again. It's a lot of the people like to talk about it validating your run, and that's a really cool meme that we have in the community. But I am serious when I say that the spring ball is such an amazing item. Like, you can do spring ball jumps here to get to X-ray. You can do spring ball jumps in that health. That's going to be tough to come back on. You can do spring ball jumps to get up worst room in the game and not having to have ice or space jump or high jump or bombs. It's just such a good item. And yeah, that's who it saves time not to wait for bombs to lift you up when you can spring ball. Yeah, exactly. So Plof needs to be ultra careful here, taking one hit from the flyer dudes, get knocked into the spikes. It's gonna be a DEAD dead. And Shala is already. Oh, we're gonna get to see what this item is, guys. If this is ice, if this is charge, if this is has Shala already seen this item too? Okay. I was about ready to say I've never seen anyone check the left item first, but it's okay. They might have just forgotten and then realized, oh hey, I have an item that I need to check here. That can happen. Some people do. Okay, cool. And okay, it works out in Plof's favor. It's just a missile pack. We're gonna get our first look at Spazer here. And it's an E-tank. And another reserve tank, which we already knew was there, but Shala's going to go ahead and pick that up. So still with only 5 power bombs, Plof needs to be pretty careful. Needs to ensure that they, farm up, keep the power bombs at a healthy number. Shala is going to be making their way, most likely going to check below the ocean here, which we know, I believe, is a super pack. And Plof's going to make their way and take on Big Daddy Kraid. And just like that, Shalashalska was able to make it out of the... Okay, so you can check this item, but you now have 0 power bombs. Oh, Plof. Plof, you lucky girl. That's a fantastic powerbomb find right there. That really helps Plof with their powerbomb. Powerbomb. What's the word I'm looking for? Management. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Thanks, Jay. All right, Shala's gonna make their way down again. Just pointing out, Plof skipped Varia. So Shala is going to be able to make their way immediately into Upper Norfair, Bubble Mountain, especially having a speed booster, which is now tracked. That's going to play very much into Shala's favor. They're still a little bit behind, but I would say, in all actuality, they are ahead with that Varia find. So this could be very interesting to watch how this plays out. And we get the stand-up glitch. We're gonna take Kraid to prom. Kraid's not the best dancer, but pretty good partner. Gives Samus a little love tap on the face, saying, "I don't want to dance with you." Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. And Shala's gonna take the Sloater's refill. I like this refill. It's in a good spot. If you're wanting to go to Wreck Ship, you could take it there. If you're wanting to go to Meridia, you could take it there. Oh, and we get the Spazer Beam. Nice beam if you want to hit stuff from multiple sides. Rather, multiple spots. Shala's going to pick up their energy tank. This now puts them at 4 energy tanks. Looking pretty good for energy. Especially with that Varia suit. Alright, we're gonna get a look at Kraid E-Tank. As Shala's gonna make their way. We'll see if they decide to go to Kraid first, or if they decide to go down. And yeah, they're gonna go to Kraid first. And Plof finds a missile pack. So we get a little bit of a high five. Plof is leaving Kraid's lair as Shala is entering it. Plof's gonna skip that powerbomb pack. Not a bad idea, given they already have 15. No need to pick anything else up. And Plof is going to quickly realize that they have nowhere to go. I think best possible thing that could happen is not finding gravity. That would immediately push Plof probably right back up to Criteria to clear out stuff up there. But we're quickly coming down to our final few checks here as Shala moves into Kraid. Kraid has invited Samus to a dance. We'll see if Samus accepts. Looks like Samus is a little bit tentative, a little bit hesitant. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, that was kind of close. But nonetheless, we're going dancing a second time. And that was quite a few supers, indeed. We'll see what Plof decides to do here. This hell run here is in logic, for those of you wondering. This room before Bubble Mountain, in between Frog Speedway and Bubble Mountain, is in logic for SMRAT if you have Speed Booster. So that item to the bottom right of Bubble Mountain, looks like we're going to get a hell run on Plof's side. 3-tank hell run for ice is not easy, for newer players especially. This is definitely a... Did they save before this? I didn't quite see, and it's just a missile pack. They did save. Okay. She did. Okay, perfect. And Kraid. There. Is down for both runners. So this race is really interesting. We have, where was Plasma? Did anybody recognize? Did anybody remember where Plasma is? We're gonna get this in logic check here from Plof. But this is where things are really going to be different, because Shala is just going to be able to go right into Bubble Mountain and make checks immediately. As Plof is unfortunately going to have to do some hell runs here. Three tank speed boosters is definitely doable, but it's not easy. You need to rely on a lot of health drops and not get hit. We'll definitely want to fill up here. Alright. Yes, this is extremely good point, Smokey. She has speed, so that definitely helps a lot. It'd be nice, it would be really nice to find the E-Tank here, because the Hell Run to Wave is no joke. Unless there is another E-Tank somewhere on the two items there. We'll see what happens. Oh, there we go. That's gonna make the Hell Run to Wave much more manageable. That's a good E-Tank for Plof. That's probably one of the best, the better items that Plof could have found there. In this current situation, because we know their Varia can't be there, for example. Ooh, another E-Tank. Shala's going to pick that up. Ooh, just missed it. Gonna have to climb back up. This is going to be a really interesting finish. I hope you guys are excited for this, because depending on... So Plof's movement, her movement's a little bit better than Shala's, but Shala has that Varia advantage. And we don't know how long until Plof gets that Varia suit. That's what makes this so exciting. Randomizer is super cool, guys. Yeah, this is a definitely an E-Tank here would be super nice, because it's gonna, well, you know what, it's okay. Like with Screw Attack and Space Jump, the Wave Hell Run is not as scary as it could be. Not having Wave Beam, not having Space Jump here and Screw Attack can really, that's not looking good. Yeah, I'm definitely dead now. That's a dead. That's a dead Plof. Okay. Shala enters in super missile cave here. We got three super missiles back to back. And we'll see what Plof elects to do here. They're still determined to do some hell runs. I don't think we got this. Another E-Tank. Ooh, that would have helped. That would have helped Plof a lot. They decided to skip out on it and just go ahead and... Yeah, that E-Tank could have been picked up after speed, giving them a full health refill. But we'll see what Plof decides to do here. She might be electing to go back up. It's really the only spots left. Of course, with Speed Booster, you could check Waterway. You could check Tower Supers. You could check mainly those two with the acquisition of speed, but they'll probably do Waterway to Tower Supers to Gauntlet, is what I'm thinking Plof is going to try and route. As Shala is going to check in. Oh, that was a very clean spring ball jump. None of Norfair is in logic without Varia. Correct. Oh no! Oh, now that's a find. That's a find. Oh wow. That is huge for Shala. That's giant. Now we have all of lower Norfair in logic with high jump, excuse me, with space jump, gravity, and Varia. It looks like Shala is going to immediately go down. Very good play. You have 55 supers. This just got very, 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 very difficult for Plof to come back from this. That's a fantastic find for Shala here. But as I mentioned, as I kind of expected, as we all sort of expected here, Plof is going to do Waterway, then they're going to do Tower Super, so it's going to be a long while before they run into that Varia. I guess the good news is that they've already cleared out 90% of Bubble Mountain, so they just need to check reserve and they'll have their gravity suit right there waiting for them. But this is going to be a few minute time sink checking these other locations before they get to Gauntlet. Here we go. Shala. Oof. Ah, man. Bonks the ceiling. Or the wall. Gonna try it one more time. Very nicely done. And it's just a missile pack. That's a very fair point, Strawlog. She could elect to take her Varia suit and go to Croc. More item density there, and then do Bubble Mountain Norfair Reserve last. That's a very, very, very fine point. Charlotte's making their way up worse from the game. Doing a fine job. It's very possible that they will last location their gravity suit. Then again, if they had picked up Spring Ball, they could have theoretically maybe made a play for Suitless if they found Ice. Not sure if our runner here knows how to do Suitless. Oh right, they haven't checked this because they died here. Yeah, on Shala's side, she's maybe a super pack or two away from go mode, I would say. Charge Beam would definitely do it. We'll see what Shala's comfortable with. Everyone has a different idea of what go mode means to them. So when we say go mode here, we try to keep it as like a fair standard of what most runners would consider a go mode. Like my go mode compared to someone else's go mode who's newer is just completely different. So I can't say Shala is in go mode or not in go mode. I'm actually not entirely sure what their preferred pronouns are, so I will just stick with they, them, and Shala until I figure that out. There will be a document to come out very soon for everyone to put their preferred pronouns on, so commentators can be cautious of that. Yeah. Plof's going for the green gate glitch. Excuse me, wave gate glitch. Looks like they're shooting just a little too soon. Got 19 more chances here. just giving a little shout out on Speedrunners Arena 2. We have Travik Talks versus Glossia Souza match 1 happening. So this is actually kind of cool. This is I believe this is one of our first times ever having both of our channels running at the same time. Things are definitely starting to pick up. We're getting more restreamers, commentators, more trackers. If you are at all interested in any one of those, please do come to the Discord and volunteer. It's a lot of fun commentating, especially. Restreaming is also a lot of fun and extremely, extremely helpful. But yeah, so that's happening on Speedrunners Arena 2. Plof is checking basement again. Yeah, this is some of the stuff that I hadn't even considered. They skipped after their death, so that's why they didn't have bombs. That makes a lot of sense. Well, yeah, this is gonna take a lot longer for Plof to reach her various suit than we had originally anticipated. But here we go. Shala, 49 supers, just needs 30 soups, and Ridley is dead. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Gets a little bit of grab there. Missed those. Missed that one. 12, 13, I think. 14. 15. Halfway there. Doing good, Shala. Not too bad. There's 16. Yeah, that was a very nice escape. Got 77 health. Needs to be a little bit careful here. Shala also needs to be careful here. Running a little bit low on health. Wow, did Plof skip this? Or did they check it and then die and maybe is just retracing their steps? Ah. Oof, Shala needs to be... Oh, and just gets it. Damage boost into the feet. GG Shala on that Ridley kill. Very, very nice. And an E-tank for Plof. It's a good refill, especially given they're gonna probably be doing... Oh my gosh! And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty safe to say Shala is in 100%. Well, okay. Actually, let me backtrack a little bit because health might still be an issue for Shala, but for real items, this is, they can complete the game. But we'll see if they still pick up some stuff for the Mother Brain fight themselves. But they're looking super, super, super fine. That's a nice charge. That is a really, really, really common spot for charge. Yeah, I would feel kind of uncomfortable. I mean, I would still do it, but I would feel pretty uncomfortable with 5 tanks for Mother Brain. It's a pretty tight Mother Brain fight. So we'll see what they decide to do. They'll probably check, the easier locations on the way. If they find an E-tank, great. Oh no, K goes right through the elevator, losing a lot of health. Oh no, Plof. Where are you going? Oh, did they check the back of Gauntlet? I was paying attention to Shala here. Having a big difficulty getting out of here. This is not an easy room. Without high jump boots, this can be a pain. Oh no. Did they... Oh no. Oh no, Shala, please. Shala, no! Okay, they're gonna Crystal Flash. Oh, that's good. Here we go. Crystal Flash. Hype! So... Yeah, Plof picks up their Plasma Beam. It's gonna have to fight BT with the acquisition of bombs. But here's the thing, this lack of area was worse off than we thought. Because Plof is electing to unfortunately check every possible location that isn't Varia. So it's just putting them further and further and further behind. But Shala's still having some issues here. Finally gets up to the next platform. That's at least going to get them out. And they're out. Very well done. Okay, they have bombs. They should be fine. One thing newer runners have to be aware of is their power bomb count coming in and out of Lower Norfair. If you don't have bombs, you need 5 coming in and 6 coming out. If you have spring ball, you need 5. If you have screw attack, you need 5. Or really, if you have X-ray, you need 5 because you can X-ray clip these blocks. So see how they use screw attack there. Now they don't need to use another power bomb to get out of there, but it's something to keep in mind. Keep an eye on is your power bomb count when moving into lower. And again, Plof is checking everything except Gauntlet. Just going. I'm curious what their reaction is going to be when they find Varia in the back of Gauntlet here. But they're so close, so close to finding. And another super pack. And a missile pack for Charlotte. So yeah, just as I suspected, it's okay. This would be go mode for mini runners, but it's okay. And we should be supporting our runners no matter what, because go mode means different things for everyone. And so Shala is gonna, most likely it looks like they might be looking for some E-tanks, and that's super okay. So we will root them on as they do that. And here we go. Hey, Plof making their way. If we could cue the music. Another super pack for Shala. Actually going to pick that one up. Here we go. This is actually, yeah, other than Tower Supers, which I don't think they checked, this is officially a last locationed major progression item. All of the E-tanks are stashed away, so they weren't able to really make any dents with some more hell runs, but here we go. And there it is! Plof with the rage! Oh no. You gotta feel for the runner there. Still, had to last location that Varia, but now still has to make a decision here. Do they finish out the Bubble Mountain clear, or they go for the density? There are a few options here for Plof. It looks like they're probably really thinking about it. You know, a pickup like that opens up so much, but you've already cleared so much of Bubble Mountain. You're probably thinking, okay, Croc has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Bubble Mountain only has 2 items. Where do I go for the most density? But on the other hand, something that we should also be considering is that our runners don't have Wave Beam. So Croc is not in logic. So that's also something that could be in the back of your mind. Don't have Wave Beam, so maybe I should clear out the rest of Bubble Mountain. I am curious where Wave Beam is, though. You know, to be honest, Stratlog, it actually just came to my mind as I was saying Croc. Oh wait, yeah, runners don't have Wave Beam. So, Plof has basically full cleared everything that's in logic. And with the acquisition of Area, they should have an idea that Varia is not going to lead to Wave. At first, it's going to lead to the gravity suit, which we know is going to lead to either the runners going to Meridia or coming down into Lower Norfair. It took way too long. Actually, something was just brought to my attention. This is something that I always forget about, and I need to retract something that I just said. There are 2 ways to put, and there's Ice Beam. Heck yeah! So there are 2 ways to put Croc into logic. First person to name them both wins a virtual high five and go. As Shala is going to be making their way across, we're going to go pay. Yeah, Smokey. Virtual high five. Yeah, I always forget about going through Crumble Shaft and Speed Booster. And thank you to Burnin. Gonna shout them out for messaging me saying, "Hey, Speed Booster also puts Croc into logic." Definitely important to remember. So in that case, our runner could still elect to go to. Is there Speed Booster off? Yes, it is. Could elect to go to Croc. We'll see what they do here. This could definitely be huge, but they definitely dug a hole with the running. Oh, okay. Just as I thought. Oh man, Plof. Oh man, that's But you can't fault the player for this. They're thinking just as what we were thinking. 5 items at Croc to 2 items at Bubble Mountain. Do you make the play on Croc right now, hoping something's there, or do you clear out the rest of Bubble Mountain? That's a tough call. In this case, Plof made what we know is, oh yes, excuse me, there's 1 and then 2 in the back. Actually, you know what? I think they might have checked it. They might have went in and then popped out just real quick to check the item first. I think they did. Maybe that's why I was saying 2 from the beginning, but I could be wrong. Typically runners will just kind of pop their head in, check that item, and then pop out. But Shala, moving on to Dragon. One of my favorite bosses in the game. Super cool to all of the different strats that you can use on Dragon to kill her. No, that was a missile packet, Croc. Oh yes, that's important. That's important. Boom. This will be Shala's final boss before they make their way to Torian, with Plof just pushing the the gravity further and further away. Finally the E-Tank, which is nice. I could definitely see this going to a game 3. Plof took a lot of unfortunate soft locks and deaths in the beginning. Shala did take their fair share of deaths, but I think we could definitely see this go into a game 3, which is pretty hype. I'm all for the game 3s. Also, something I should mention. Actually, I'll mention that once the match ends. But oh, very nice Moonfall from Plof. I'm curious what we can find here. We found every major item except high jump boots. High jump boots are most likely going to be somewhere in Meridia. There's so much of Meridia we haven't checked. And looks like we're going to go for a grapple kill on Dragon. Ooh, very nice selection. Shala had a few choices. They could have speed boost. They could have Shine Spark killed Dragon. They could have missile killed Dragon. They could have charge plasma shot Dragon. They're going to elect to go for the quick grapple kill, and they're going to leave. They are in comfortable go mode, it appears. Not going to be checking Dragon at all. And they outie. So Shala making their way to Dragon. Excuse me, to Torian. And Plof resets. All right. Well, everyone get your Bible thumps ready as Plof finds their gravity. Or how about actually instead of Bible, we'll do Pog champs. We'll do some Pog champs. Everyone get your Pog champ ready for Plof as they are eventually going to be picking up their gravity suit. Shala is do a little bit of farming. Might be thinking about skipping ship. Most likely not. Oh, where's Plof off to? Plof? Ah, gonna check Cathedral. Not a bad play. Shala's making their escape from Meridia. This is actually going to be a pretty good time for Shala. Shala typically runs 130s, 140s, I would say. I think their qualifying time was around that as well. Oof, takes a fall. But here we go. Everyone, ready up. Very nice spark by Shala, all the way to the top. Here we go. Ah, okay, so they reset after checking that. I'm pretty sure they checked this item. But they reset after everything, so it just reset the door. I think they just popped their head in real quick. All right, here we go. Shala back in Kateria. And here we go. Getting trolled by the still prolonging their view of gravity. And there it is. Pog champ for gravity suit, everybody. As Shala gonna not save. Very interesting. Might elect to save before Mother Brain, but not taking the save at the ship. So yeah, let's see. Plop's most likely just gonna run straight down. There's a good 2 bosses behind. Also does not have charge. Charge was found behind Ridley. It's a fair point. And we're in the Metroid room. Going to be freezing and shooting the... we have charge beam. Shala has charge beam, so no worries about ammo management. Plof makes her way down to Lower Norfair. I'm curious, what's everyone's favorite item in this game? Just get a poll going here. Spring ball. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So hard to pick just one, right? Hey, screw attack. Haven't heard that one. But I think screw attack is pretty far up there on my list. High jump boots. Very nice Mithra. Wave is a super nice find. At the conclusion of this race, we will be rating Speedrunners Arena 2. That's the Traffic Talks versus Glossier Souza match. We got a Golden Teresa fight here. Golden Terizo. As Shala makes their way down deeper into the depths of Torian. And it's a reserve tank. Plop gonna take a quick refill as Shala enters the pre Mother Brain room. For Plop. But yeah, I'm interested in their next matchup. It's gonna be pretty exciting. This could have been much different if Plof had checked Gauntlet straight away. Shala setting up for a Zeb skip, gets the very nicely done, even with screw attack on. Very, very nice Zeb skip. Plof is making their way up worst room of the game. Might elect to... Nope, they're going to skip Mickey Mouse, go right on through to the other side. Space jump makes this room very nice. Don't have to worry about anything, just do your thing. Also having screw attack is super, super nice. Alright, so here we go, Mother Brain 2. Gonna be, I believe 24 charge shots, or is it 26, 24, 25, 24? I think it's 24. I could be wrong. Someone correct me. I don't, typically don't know my things under just a full beam combo. And we're at catch-up. Shala's going to elect to just pummel with supers here. Oh, takes the invincibility frame from the flame, gets missed by the catch-up. And here we go. Shala is finished with Mother Brain 2. Gonna move on to Mother Brain 3 as Plof is continuing to make their way down to Lower Norfolk. Or down into Ridley's lair. Plof takes care of the pirates. Gonna space on through. Gonna pick up and start maybe farming a little bit here. As baby Metroids using Samus as a lollipop. Giving her the energy to be a strong girl, to take on Mother Brain. And here we go. Some hyper beam blasts to the face, and we'll be in the escape soon enough. There it is. And in the next few minutes, Shalash will be our winner of this race, barring any unforeseen crazy occurrences. Meanwhile, Plof is farming up. Gonna need at least 30 supers, or a calculation of 3 missiles for 1 super. Excuse me, you are absolutely right. I forgot. Supers do double damage. So therefore, we need 6 missiles to 1 super. Still a little tired from last night. I restreamed until 5 a.m. So my mind is a little slow. But Plof just needs to pop 30 supers. And Shala is just about finishing up here. We'll see if they decide to save the animals. And they are. That's a pretty ballsy move. But I respect it. Plof needs to be pretty careful of their ammo count here. Looks to be good. Very nice. Alright, well. Oh, I think I was removed from the... Oh, of course. I was removed from the SRL because my computer was shut down. But, let me get the official SRL time, but a big GG to Shala. We'll try and bring them in here for an interview. Yeah, I'm with an official SRL time. I'm 30 minutes and 15 seconds. Shala has won the match. This is match 1, so there will still be at least 1 more. Maximum, we may see 3 matches. Congratulations, Shala. If you'd like to come in for an interview, please come into the green room now. That was a pretty wild race.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Welcome. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. GG.
Thank you.
That was a a wild race. You guys were pretty close. You took a pretty significant death early on, right?
It wasn't actually that significant. I think I only lost like 5 or 6 minutes, something around there.
Okay. We in the very beginning we lost about maybe 2 or 3 or 4 minutes because the my computer kind of died, and so we had to set up the server. So about 3 minutes of feed was missing. So we came back and we saw that actually both of you had died. I think Plof's death was a little bit more significant, and then Plof died at Fantoon, and then soft locked after Fantoon twice. And
like out of power bomb soft lock or what?
Yeah, out of power bombs. Skipped out on spring ball, and so a lot of the soft locks were due to no spring.
Okay.
But the crazy thing is your acquisition of Varia. Plof skipped Gauntlet, full cleared Bubble Mountain.
Ooh.
Not the reserve location, and also once finishing speed, did all of the speed locked locations. And literally last location their Various and we know that Various suit the funny thing is they didn't do Norfair Reserve, so they didn't get gravity, so they just found Varia not too long ago. It was just they went everywhere all over, and it was just in that last location in the back of Gauntlet, so it was a very good play by you to check that spot. But what are your thoughts on the seed?
Yeah, I was hoping that he didn't check the back of Gauntlet, because that was like the biggest way. Like after that death, I was thinking I was pretty far behind, and pretty much the only way I would win that is if he didn't check the back of Gauntlet.
Yeah. And just to so you're aware, she is a she.
She. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. I just wanted to make that known. Yeah, she was. No, it's okay. She was. Yeah, it was just unfortunate. Every check that they made, it was just nothing after nothing after nothing, and the logic put all of the E-tanks like really locked behind gravity and Varia, so she couldn't really do much more with her hell runs, so she was forced to really go searching for that Varia suit. Yeah, it was just a lot of soft locks, a lot of deaths. It could have been like, I think it could have been like just screen for screen down to the wire. Like when you were entering wreck ship, she had just killed Fantoon. But you had Varia at that point. But then when she soft locked, no, she had died, and then you were in wreck ship, and so she was sent back. But when you finished Fantoon, she was entering, and it was wild. Yeah, lots of crazy stuff happened for Plof, but I think it's going to be an interesting match too, for sure.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. Did Plof also not check the back of Ridley item? Because I believe that was charge.
Oh. Good point. Moment. I think I was checking your SRL time, because I got kicked out of the SRL channel when I was... Okay, yeah. Plof does have charge. Okay.
Okay.
Boom. Did anyone check and see where Wave was? Wave was at Criteria Climb Supers. Ah, okay. Nice. Well,
I think I was actually considering checking that. Normally if I have enough power bombs, I actually check that location. Like, even if I can't get it, I'll still check it on the way up. But I need to find 2 power bomb packs and start for that.
Yeah, I will say that for anyone who's learning the game or in this tournament, I think it's very, very useful to, on your way through the first time through Terminator, check the back of Gauntlet just to see kind of what's back there. A lot of the times it can be a suit, especially in this logic. So just give it a look-see, and if it's nothing, you know you don't have to go back there later on, or you know that you do have to go back there later on. Definitely a very good spot to check. There are 2 B-tomes there that will drop 2 power bombs for you, so if you're worried about power bombs, you're gonna get 2 right back. So definitely try to add that into your route, for sure.
Yeah. Especially the way I usually do the routing is if I only find one power bomb pack in Retro Brinstar, then I basically that's 5 power bombs is exactly enough to do Billy Mays, the left side of Retro Brinstar, and then Old Mother Brain.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go for a ship refill if I haven't found another power bomb pack, and then check last missiles, and then that gives me plenty of power bombs for the backup gauntlet.
That's 100% what I do as well. That's a good setup. All right, so Plof is taking on Dragon, their final boss. Plof, basically, outside of Meridia check, has 100% of the seed. Searching for Varia was an episode for sure. Any ideas on when you guys might be doing? Oh wait, you're doing your second match directly after this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty exciting.
I still don't know how to actually short charge at all. So
yeah, it's a
Dragon, I have to do the grapple kill or charge beam.
Yeah, that grapple kill is very nice. It's very quick. Plof knew where grapple was, but they reset after picking it up, I believe.
Yeah. Did Plof also reset over bombs or not pick it up again?
They actually did meme route, and so they skipped all of that.
Okay.
So I think that was one of the bigger reasons why they never found Varia as quickly as you did.
Yeah. The vanilla bombs are not really an amazing item, but they're very nice in avoiding soft locks and not needing power bombs.
Definitely. And there's a power bomb pack that was we didn't get to see on Shala's side because they were go mode, ready to get out of there. Plof, I'm curious what they're looking for. Might be looking for maybe another E-tank.
Yeah, Plof doesn't have any reserves, so I'm kind of uncomfortable doing Mother Brain with that amount of energy and no reserves, so wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, when you took out Ridley, your E-tanks we were talking about what you were comfortable with. It looked like you may have been looking for at least 1 or 2 more E-tanks on your way out.
Yeah. I usually like to have at least 8 between regular tanks and reserves.
I'm
not looking for an E-tank because Plof just skipped over the bot lane E-tank.
Nice. Alright, so we're going to let Plof finish up here. Maybe bring them in for an interview, and then we're going to send a raid over to Speedrunners Arena 2. And I believe, Shala and Plof are then going for Sector 2. So I'll get you guys a room and a new seed. And then you can do that. If you guys are interested in watching that particular matchup, you could probably multi-twitch it. They had just decided to do another match while they were in the SRL, so obviously no time to set up any team for that one, unless there is. I don't know if anyone's out there. But yeah, that's how that's going to work out. And Plof is making their way out of Meridia. Yeah, GG's to both for sure.
I'm kind of curious, where was high jump boots? Did anyone catch that?
Yeah, I didn't catch that either. Did anyone catch where the high jump boots were? Very nice mock ball.
I could always just look through the credits to find where it was. Oh. Yeah, no one was getting high jump boots. It was at spring ball.